complaining. Stop it. Huh? They're not supposed to understand your dream. They're not supposed to understand your pain. They can't relate to your pain. They can't relate to that lonely night. They can't relate going through it. You got to muscle through that pain. You got to muscle through that pain. They don't understand the lonely nights that you sit in your bed crying, tossing and turning. They can't relate. They can't relate when you lost your job. They can't relate when you lost your mother. They can't relate when you lost your brother, your sister. They can't relate when you lost your father. Stop making a thing that could relate to your pain. Talking about it's going to be all right. They can't relate when you got shot. Talk about why you walk around with a blicky. Have you ever been shot? Have you ever felt how I felt? They can't relate. It's your vision. Can't relate. Sometimes you look at God, you wanna say, God, why me? Why not you? Why not you? Huh? Why not you? Every time something happens, you wanna whine, you wanna complain. You gotta fall back and try to think. You know what I'm saying? Try to get a different mentality, how you approach situation when stuff happens to you. Because when it happens to you, it not happen to you, it happen for you. You know what I'm saying? Try to see what's the good things in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Stop crying to people. Stop going to your people and asking them all the time, do you feel where I'm coming from? Stop it. Stop laying record on people to understand what you feel. Huh? You can't relate to me sitting in our cell. You can't relate to me sleeping on that concrete bed. Have you ever relate to me? Can you ever relate to my pain? Praying for my son? I'm cuffed up. Chain on my hands, chain around my waist, chain around my ankle, and my son crying because he never gonna see your father again. Your father getting deported back to Liberia, 16-hour flight. Can you relate to my pain? Can you relate to my struggle? The judge telling me I'm deported. I'm fighting federal cases. I'm fighting state cases. Do you ever relate? Huh? Another man put hands on my sister. Huh? I can't be there to defend her. And when I came home from prison, I put hands on him, and he went in the courtroom, and he snitched on me, and I have to leave the courtroom and go back to prison. Can you relate to my pain? As a man, what am I supposed to do? And watch another man put hands on my family. How can I feel? I look at my son and say, Dad. My son looked at me and said, Daddy, you promised me you're going to be home. I said, at the end of the day, son, I'm a man. I can't let nobody disrespect the family. If I have to go sit again, I will. But you got to keep your head up. Can you relate to that conversation? Can you relate? Can you relate? The federal government, the U.S. Marshal, kicking your door down 3 in the morning while you holding your son. He's 9 months old. You're never going to see your father again. Can you relate? Your best friend that sat on the same table with you to eat. Your best friend. When your son was born, he picked up your son and said, yo, I'm uncle. And he pointing the finger at you in the courtroom. Can you relate to my pain? Can you relate getting shot in the leg, blood dripping down your foot, and 3 weeks later, you got to go on stage because you only got plan B. But it's no plan B. It's only plan A. Somebody said, yo, go to plan B. I said, nah. This fitness stuff got to work. Blood dripping down your foot and you on stage. Blood leaking on stage. 3 weeks later, you got shot before your competition and you still made it to the stage. And nobody around you show up but your son. Can you relate to that pain? Huh? Can you relate? Can you relate? Your kids hungry, 5 kids hungry, no AC in the car. You going under the car seat to go look for quarters and dimes and nickels just to put gas in the car. Can you relate? You can't even buy McDonald's for your kids. You come home. You come home from prison, you still wearing the same clothes that you left back 4 years ago in the garbage bag. Can you relate? Can you relate when your baby mom sleeping with your best friend while you locked up, cuffed up, thinking it was over for you, you're going to be on that next flight? Can you relate to my pain? Can you relate why I get up every morning and go grind? Because I ain't never want to go through that pain again. I went through the pain so you ain't got to go through it. I swear to God, you ain't know how I felt. I went through it so you ain't got to go through it, son. You know what I'm saying? I got a house in the suburb so you ain't got to go live in a project. I send you to private school so you ain't got to go to a government school. You ain't never got to work a day in your life for another man. Because I sacrificed my pain, my life, sweat, pain, and blood. I'm waking up 3 in the morning while they sleep, tossing and turning, sucking on sloppy titty. You can't relate to my pain. Me waking up every day doing 1,000 sit-ups, 600 reps on the weights. You know what I'm saying? 360 on calisthenics. I'm running for 45 minutes, 250 pounds. You can't relate to my pain. You say, yo, boy, you bugging out. Yeah, I'm bugging out. Because I ain't never want to go back to that old lifestyle. Can you relate? Can you relate? Ask yourself, look at yourself in the mirror. Can you relate to my pain?